once you have paid your debt to society, we need to pave the way for successful reentry back into our communities, because that is, again, central to public safety. So I want to invite Representative Ryan McKenzie out of Pennsylvania for this conversation around bipartisan criminal justice reform.
There are millions of Americans who are being restricted from having access to ladders of opportunity and chasing the American dream because of prior drug convictions.
Well, as a new member of Congress, this was one of the many things that was brought to my attention by a constituent, Yusuf Dahl, when I first entered Congress. And so it's been something that we're working on right here in our first term, and sometimes these legislative changes take a long time, so it's important that we begin that process right now.
A landlord can simply deny that individual the opportunity for housing right out of the gate because of these past drug convictions. Even if it's decades old and for small amounts of drugs, maybe they've totally rehabilitated their life. None of that story ever gets to be told because of the Thurmond Act.
It's important that as people pay their debt to society, they try to re-enter our local community. We want to make sure they're successful in that journey. We don't want them to go back into prison. And one thing that can destabilize a person's life is not having access to fair housing. The Fair Future Act would remove that Thurmond Amendment, which allowed for landlords to deny somebody fair access to fair housing because of their prior drug conviction. And so by removing that, we can simply level the playing field. There aren't other drug crimes or other convictions even in other spaces that have this same type of allowance for landlords to deny somebody access to a property. And so this would level the playing field for everybody, and again, just establish a more fair and equal access to housing for all citizens.